Hey there, I'm Tyler Lunsford, and you're watching a review of Luke Oseland and Ellusionist Vape Thruu. What is up, people? My name is Tyler Lunsford, and welcome back to another magic trick review here on the channel. Now, if you're new here, then definitely please consider subscribing and take a look on the channel at my past reviews. Now, if you are new here, then welcome. Thank you for stopping by and spend some time today. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad you're here because you didn't have to click on my face, but I'm glad you did. And I hope you learned something about Vape Thruu, a really cool trick that came out with Ellusionist and Luke Oseland. You know his creative mind is always going to put out something good. And you want to know something cool? I bought this effect with my own money, so you are truly watching an unbiased magic trick review. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the review of Vape Thruu right now. First off, you need to know what actually is Vape Thruu. Well, Vape Thruu is Luke Oseland's take on Object Through Bill. Object Through Bill effects are incredible, but they all have one flaw. Not all of the items are borrowed. Either it's your pen, your pencil, or your Sharpie. Now, these effects are still great, but they aren't very modernized. People don't carry pens like they used to, and at least one person within every group you'll meet will carry a vape. With Vape Thruu, you'll be able to borrow a jewel and a bill, making it completely universal. There are no switches, it works with all jewel colors, takes almost no pocket space, it can be performed in person or online, it ends clean, and they can examine both items. With an estimated 70% of the global e-cigarette market, Juul is the most recognized vape on the planet. This allows the vape to be brought into and out of play without any suspicion. People see them every day. It also puts cigarette-style magic tricks into the hands of people who don't smoke or vape. As you don't need to carry a real cigarette or Juul to perform this effect, it can all be borrowed. Luke also shares some bonus ideas that include bite and spit your vape back together, visually throw the cartridge back on, and an ultra clean double gimmick version. This is engineered to hide in plain sight. Vape Thruu is looked at but never seen. Let's talk about what you'll be receiving if you decide to purchase it. We'll be getting the Vape Thruu gimmick. You'll also be getting an online streamable tutorial video that's about 20 minutes long, where Luke walks you through how to actually perform this effect, and he also walks you through some bonus ideas and even includes an idea using 2 gimmicks. Just a note to make, if you purchase this, you will be only receiving 1 gimmick, so if you want to do the handling that Luke teaches you with the 2 gimmick version, you will have to buy 2 of them. Now that you know what Vape Thruu is and what you'll be receiving, let's talk about some more questions you may have, such as how difficult is this to perform? It's not that difficult to do at all. If you've done any penetration effects in the past, then this is no different than that. It's going to take a little bit of practice if you've never done any penetration effects, but if you've ever done something through Bill, then you can definitely do this. It is no more difficult than any other version out there. Honestly, I'd argue that this is even easier than most effects out there that deal with penetration effects with something going through a bill, because you don't have to ring in and ring out a fake pen or anything like that. This is a real jewel that you're using. It can be theirs, and it's a real bill that you're using. It can also be theirs. How are the angles when it comes to performing Vape Thruu? The angles are great. You can perform this 360 degrees surrounded. You can do this on the street. You can do this online. It does not matter where your camera is or where the people are that are watching. You can do this from all angles. Is Vape Thruu examinable? Yes, this is absolutely examinable because you're borrowing both items from the spectators. And if you don't borrow both items, then they're still examinable. So yes, absolutely everything in this is examinable. Are there any negatives when it comes to performing Vape Thruu? I think that this is a really cool product, but there's one thing that might hold you back from buying it, and that's that if you want to practice, you do need to own a jewel of your own. Now, if you don't really want to practice this, you could always just borrow one from someone that you know that has one, maybe a close friend, and say, hey, can I just borrow your jewel for a couple days, and then you practice this while you have it, and then while you have it, you know, now you've practiced it, and then once you get this move down, which, like I said, if you've done any penetration effects in the past, you can pretty much guess how this works, and you pretty much know that you can do this if you've done any of those in the past, even without practicing the actual official version with a vape. Now, when I say that, that means that you will need to be borrowing a vape from someone, a Juul brand vape. This is limited to Juul brand vapes, and the good thing about it is that they're not limited to color, but you are limited to it being a Juul brand vape. What are the positives about Vape Thruu? I love that this is a modernized Object Through Bill effect. This is great. It's something that's going to slay at parties, you know, once we get out of this global pandemic that we're in and people can actually socialize and gather again. This is going to slay. I mean, and this is going to slay if you're just on the street and you see someone like vaping on the street and you're just like, hey, can I see that? And you borrow $1 or whatever. this is killer. This is stuff that's gonna look really good, and I just love organic magic, and that is truly what this is. What's this retail as? Well, this currently retails as $15 US, and is that a fair price? Absolutely, that is an amazing price for this. I mean, rarely do you see an effect that gets shipped to you, like a physical product that you can have in your hands already being made for you, that is this good and gonna get great reactions and is this organic and this just able to be performed in pretty much any environment that you're in as long as someone has a Juul. That's $15. Now once you pay for shipping, which Ellusionist has like a flat rate for like $4, so you're gonna be getting this effect for like under 20 bucks or around 20 bucks. Like that's great. So I love it. I think it's a great price, and even if you didn't have to pay for shipping, then $15 for this gimmick already made for you, it's gonna slay. Great price. What do I give this out of 10? I'm gonna give this, wait for it, drum roll please. I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10, and that is not me being biased at all because I bought this effect with my own money, and I genuinely love this. This is something that I see myself performing on the daily. I'm gonna keep the gimmick in my wallet so that way I can just go out and perform this whenever I see someone has a Juul. Personally, I don't own a Juul, but I have friends that do, so I can practice it that way, and then also I can perform it because practically they even said it, 70% of e-cigarette users use a Juul, which is great. I mean, everybody has one. If you vape, you probably have a Juul, if we're being honest. So I'm looking forward to being able to just perform this on the spot. I haven't been able to actually go out and do this to anyone except friends, but I just cannot wait to slay like using this to strangers who have a dollar bill and a Juul. Like, I'm really looking forward to that after we get out of this time that we're in. Okay, I'm gonna quit like fanboying over this effect. Look, it's a modernized object through bill, and I'm really happy about it, okay? Just let me be. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to purchase Vape Thruu because you think that it's for you, then the link for that is in the description down below. Now also in the description is a link to my Instagram page. There you can follow me on Instagram at TylerLunsfordMagic. There I post all sorts of behind the scenes, Q&A, sneak peeks, all sorts of things, and you can reach out if you have questions or comment down below on this video with any questions you have, and I would definitely try to answer them to the best of my ability. Now, once again, I bought this effect with my own money, so you truly just watched an unbiased magic trick review, and hopefully you'll consider tuning in next time because I'd really appreciate that. So hopefully I'll see you in another video I post sometime soon. See ya. I wonder if I turn this upside down, if anyone would notice. Did you notice?